Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to transform a map that looks like this with lots of data and lots of fields to something that looks like this, where I can understand the ratio of agriculture and I can symbolize it in a meaningful pop-up. Now how did I do this? I've utilized Arcade, a lightweight expression language that is utilized to visualize content in ArcGIS. Now, I'll drop the link for this documentation in the description, but don't be scared. If you don't know how to write Arcade or you're not familiar with scripting language, then you want to watch till the end because we'll be utilizing Arcade AI Assistant to do that. Arcade AI Assistant was released in beta back in July, and it will help you through a lot of workflows in ArcGIS to really bring out information out of the data through formatting labels, calculating different values to render your data, as we're going to see, and configuring or customizing your pop-ups really, but in a very easy way. It will boost your efficiency and it will certainly be an easy place for beginners to start from. So with that, let's actually see that in action. I first want to go to my ArcGIS Online organization and I want to make sure if I've never used assistance in ArcGIS Online, I enable that on the organization settings. So I'm going to navigate to organization, go to settings, and then I want to look for AI assistance. Click that and enable it. In case you're not an administrator, you might want to ask your administrator to do that for you. Now after that is done, I want to navigate to a map. I have an empty map. I'll be using a layer of agriculture that I've previously driven from Lebanon, and I know that it is agriculture admin 3, so I'll look for that, add it in. And in this data really we have different cultivated lands aggregated on the municipality scale to know how much agriculture is happening per municipality. And I can see these two meaningful fields here. I'd like to make this data look a little bit better. I can easily go symbolize by cultivated area, but I'd like to symbolize by the ratio, if it's highly cultivated or low cultivated, based on the total agriculture area. And to do that, I'm gonna use the assistance. So I'm gonna navigate to styles here, click on expression, and then in expression, I don't know where to start. I'm gonna click on Arcade Assistant and I'm gonna cheat. I have a prompt ready for that. Gonna proceed and paste my prompt. Symbolize the layer by 5 classes from very high to very low based on cultivated agriculture to area of arable agriculture. And I'm gonna click generate. I'll make the prompts also available in the description just in case you wanna try that. This might take a couple of seconds. And there we see a response with the code. The Arcade Assistant is driven by an agent that is specialized in bringing arcade code, valid arcade code in ArcGIS. And what we look at here is it created a ratio, total cultivated over agricultural area, and then classified the value based on 0.8 and above down to 0.2. Perfect. Let's add this to the editor. It's here. I can always run a test. It brought back something. I'll edit this to call it high to low agriculture. And I'll hit done. If I click on my styles option, I can close the pop-up. I can see that it's already done the job for me. Now I'd like to make this look a little bit better, and for that, I want to edit the colors. To do that, I've already prepared this palette, low to high, and I'm gonna be using these values to symbolize my layer. So I'll go back to styles and enjoy the music. Perfect, that is done. Let's check our legend. I can see that admin 3 agriculture activity is now from high to low agriculture or low to high. Very low is yellow and very high is green. Now the next step is I really want to make sense of this data. If I click on the pop-up, too much information, it's not representing where I want, and it's not really giving the valuable information, the ratio, what's cultivated, how much is it, And I'd like to reflect also this color on the pop-up to easily know what's cultivated and whatnot and make it look nicer. So to do this, you also need some arcade code, but you might not have the skills for that. We're gonna use the assistant again. I'm gonna go add content from pop-ups and add arcade. In arcade, I'm gonna open Arcade Assistant again and copy another prompt. I wanna create a pop-up with the background color, follow the description below, etc. with these colors, the 5 hex colors from light yellow to dark green based on the ratio of cultivated land to non-cultivated land. Then show me some information about the admin boundaries and the addresses and make it look nice, have bold what needs to be bold and whatnot. And I'll generate this. I'll leave the prompt also, as I said in the first part, in the description in case you wanna look it up. This will take a moment, but it will give me back a code that I hopefully can replace my code here with and see it in a pop-up. I'm gonna do some confirmation. Yes, it did a ratio as we've seen before. It did the math to define a color for the pop-up. It created the different elements of the pop-up with the different text that I need in there using the right values. So let's go and replace all code. Since I have some, I don't want to add it. It might create some issues. I'll replace all code and give it agriculture pop-up title. And then certainly hit run for a test. This gave something back. It's type text. It's what we want. Click done. We've got that here and you already see it on my screen, right? I'm gonna go and delete this. The title can be empty. I've already got the naming in there, so I can get rid of that. And there you go. Can save my map and share it. If I want to, I'll save this and drop also another link for the map in the chat, just in case you want it, in the description, sorry. I really hope you've seen another simple way to work with these assistants. They're changing how we deal with data. They're changing how we work with data and how we symbolize it. And it's only gonna get easier. So if you've not tried the Arcade Assistant yet, please do that. Jump into your ArcGIS online organization and give it a shot. It's available for everyone. Goodbye for now, and thank you for watching.